As far as JRPGs are concerned, pressing a button to talk to somebody and then pressing that button again to continue reading is standard fare. It's like turning a page in a book. I want to keep reading, so show me more. This has been true as long as JRPGs have existed, which is why it's so impressive that the first Mother game already found ways to turn this on its head all the way back in 1989. If most JRPGs can be likened to books, it's appropriate to liken Mother to manga or comics, where page turns don't have to be just turning a page, but a build-up of suspense for the reader to act on only when they're ready, knowing that a hidden conclusion is waiting for them on the next page. This game recognizes the inherent power in presenting small bits of information at a time and needing the player to take their own prerogative to continue revealing more bits at their own pace. Most oftenly, this is done for comedic effect. Notice how this entire dialogue tree follows the formula of a comedy routine, with the A button acting as a "and then what" button. Setup. Okay. Development. Oh, why not? Punchline. You'll notice these three sentences don't have nearly the same impact without giving each segment its own time to settle. It's an inherently funny thing to say, imagining a ghost being so petty is hilarious, but the key to comedy is timing. Having Mother recognize that and trust you enough to put the timing in your own hands guarantees that the joke lands every time because you're directly in control of it. On that idea of timing, another aspect to consider is how much time it actually takes to read the dialogue itself. Mother recognizes that reading a lot of dialogue is cumbersome and actively uses that to its benefit, and indeed to the player's detriment. Mirroring the maze-like layouts of the game's locations, a few NPCs throughout Mother will put you in a situation where you need to answer their many questions correctly to proceed. If you answer incorrectly at any point, they will send you back to the beginning of their speech, and you need to answer all their questions correctly again. It's frustrating, but clearly intentional. Getting a question wrong doesn't mean you misunderstood the question, but that you misunderstood the character asking the question. These answers are always incredibly subjective, and you need to consider the NPC's perspective above your own. In this way, even when the game knows it's eating up a lot of your time and making you mash the A button over and over again, it's a justified punishment for not paying attention to the characters that so much effort went into. If a book tried to do this, you could just skip the pages. If a movie did this, you could just fast forward. But Mother is acutely aware of its medium and puts you in the unique position of needing to cycle through content another time. It's worth mentioning that other games have borrowed this concept since then, but not nearly with quite the same implication or payoff that Mother does. Of course, the most crucial part of this is that Mother is an incredibly well-written game to begin with, but actively incorporating the player into that writing in such a passive way is something I don't see very often anywhere else. This idea follows the Mother games throughout the entire series as well, and is largely responsible for helping its humor and emotional impact connect with players so directly.